Right, boys and girls, we are back with a bit of a different show tonight. We will be previewing the game tomorrow, but most of it will be taken up by the worst kept secret in football. Arteta is our new manager or coach, or however you want to look at it. And tonight, oh god, tonight I'm joined by Colin and
Oh
Mobay.
no!
How you doing, guys?
What's up, man? You good?
I'm relieved. It's finally the saga of our new head coach is finally over. How about you,
Yeah.
Mobay?
I mean, I'm just like, to be honest with you, It's more a decision that needed to happen. Like, because Fred even said himself, like, the club need to make a decision, and then when you hear that from, Freddie, it's like, well, he's just saying what we all think. Like,
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not. One thing I'm not gonna do though, right? I'm not gonna. I'm not blaming Freddie for the past few performances because let's be real here, right? And I'm sure Mobile will say this as well. We've got a player problem, not a manager problem. Like that's where we are right now. And when you look at it, there's several bad eggs in that squad, man. And if reports are to be believed, two of those bad eggs could be off in January, hopefully.
I was saying off air before we went on, that'd be too nice for for Arsenal fans to experience that, like getting rid of the bad eggs. We don't really do this. But, Mobile, what are your thoughts on Arteta? And was he at any point your choice to be our new coach?
No, I'm not going to say he was my choice. Me and Colin was talking on Twitter the other day. It wasn't
He
his
wasn't
choice.
mine. He wasn't mine.
We was very clear about that. Allegri was my guy, and I was telling Colin that I wanted Allegri, and but
Yeah, man.
it's nice to see the. It was at a point where it was at a standstill when you have Lumberg coming out like Colin saying and begging for help because they won't. And I feel bad for him also because he had to try and get some good result, and who knows, he could have got the job permanently, but they didn't give him the help to even succeed in the job.
No.
They give him Murtha Saka part time and a couple the 18s and whatever. I mean, give him the tools to survive either. So he got us through Europe, won the group, and he got us 3 points. He broke that run that we was on where we couldn't win a game. So as far as I know, job well done for Freddie. I thank him. I hope
Yeah, man.
Arteta finds some kind of way to get him onto the staff. Get him onto the coaching staff. Because I really think Bloomberg is Arsenal through and through, man. And way out of he's good with the kids. So we already see he knows them. He can relay message, to Arteta. So, as far as the appointment go, like I said, it wasn't my first choice, but I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy about it. I'm looking forward. I'm optimistic about it because it's just have somebody that you can tell from the press conference that he's going to come in with a little bit of balls, and that's what we really need at this minute with these players that we have. You need somebody to come in and tell them, you do it my way or the highway. No. I don't want no manager to come in and try to adjust to the players that we have. You need to come in just like Pep did when he went to Manchester City. He went in, he wanted to play out from the back. You had players like Mangala and players that they spent a lot of money on that just couldn't do what he wanted. And he got, he wait around. He got rid of him. Colin already know I'm a huge Ozil fan. Me and him argue about this all the time, and
we don't argue, do we?
Now where even
we don't argue, do we?
Even I'm at the point now where even he can get there. Like Lacazette, Aubameyang, they're my guys. But anybody that don't want to be here and buy into what the new manager is trying to do, I'm to the point right now. Only to do this. This is my only goal I'm setting for him from now till the end of the season. Avoid relegation. That's it. He has an 8-month preseason from now till summer. Like that's what I'm giving him. As long as we don't get, I'm not going to turn on him at all. I don't think the next 5 games. He has they have to prove it's up to the players' hands that they're good enough. We done this the third manager now. I mean, when are we going to start blaming the players? And if they want to leave, they can go. Where right now we're 10th, we got all of them in the squad. They're all fit, and we're still without them. What's the difference? It don't really make a difference. So they can go for all I care. But I'm happy with it, man. I'm gonna back the thing. Like I said, he got this free season for me. Avoid relegation, and we move on from there.
Well, that's the thing, and Colin touched on it in his opening statement. What this little period with Lundberg has proven that the player power, the power shift of players and how they want to dictate things has massively shown up in this last few weeks. And obviously, reports are saying 2 of them could be out in January. And you got Aubameyang's brother saying stupid things on social media.
Absolute prick.
And then what doesn't help Aubameyang he doesn't come out make a statement and say, I apologise for these calls of offence, but it's nothing to do with me. That's his he's literally just gone and hid somewhere and not said a word. So really, there's something Arteta's got to do, nip in the bud straight away. After obviously tomorrow's game, he's not in charge, so he'll be probably in the stands. But from Sunday, he comes in, takes the armband off Aubameyang, and picks his own captain.
Yeah.
None of this, you pick the players pick. It's him, and there's only one person I can think of at the moment, or 2 people really I can think of who could get the armband, Leno or Torreira, that would consistently play. Because I'm not giving it back to Xhaka.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it now, like these players, right? I've said this before. I hate this group of players. Like, really hate them. Like, I mean, not in the sense that I hate them as people. I'm sure they're all nice people in reality, but as professional footballers, right? I, honest to God, hate their guts, right? Because they're being paid millions to deliver a service. They're not delivering, so we have the right to pull them up on it. Simple as that.
Exactly.
Simple as that. These players, honestly, the majority of them can do one. I don't care. The only ones I'd keep right now, and I'm going off the top of my head here, but Martinelli I'd keep. Tierney, because he's just common. Besides that, he's dislocated his shoulder, so you can't really knock him for that. Torreira, Leno, Martinelli. Don't know if I said that one. Pepe, but barring that, I'm drawing a blank.
Holden is the only central defender. I'll keep the only central defender is Holden. I'll keep.
Yeah, Holden's the one I'd keep out of the central defenders. I'd keep Holden. Like Chambers, I'm 50-50 on. I don't know. I don't know with him. I really don't. But either way, when you look at the squad, right, people will say, "Oh, this squad has the capability to, get into the top 4." That defense doesn't. Let me tell you, that defense is garbage, man. Like David Luiz is a clown. Socrates is past it. Mavropanos ain't good enough.
No,
I'm sorry, he's not. Like, I mean, this is what he's had 2 managers come in, right, and not one of them have seen what he could bring to the team. If Mavropanos was that good, one of those managers would have seen it. Because as much as we all slated Arsene Wenger towards the end, no one can tell me he doesn't have a football brain. Right? Unai Emery, say what you want about him, but, his teams traditionally, they do defend fairly well, us aside. But it just makes you think, like, if he's not being picked by two managers and the only game he's got is under Freddie, that says a lot. Like, it's a worry, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
We're still chasing
I really don't.
still chasing that. We're still chasing that Manchester United away performance that he had that couple of years ago, when Wenger gave him the chance towards the end of the season, and then he turned around and got a red card at Leicester. So, I mean, we haven't really seen enough from him. But the young players like Mavropanos and I want to get rid of the older players. Just need to go, man. The players that the core of the team. The core of the team. We're not going to get rid of 10, 11 players at one time. So if I have to keep some players, I'd rather keep some players that at least maybe we can hope that will get better. Like Mavropanos, so they're young players, so you never know. They might turn out good. We never know. But the old players that we know, they're not going to. David Luiz ain't getting no better. Socrates ain't getting no better. Ozil ain't getting no better than what he is now. Yeah, Aubameyang is peak. Aubameyang is pretty much peak of where he's going to be. You get what you get with him right now. He's a goal scorer. That's what he is.
Yeah. Right now, Mobay, we need his goals though. We need Aubameyang's goals though.
Yeah,
because without Aubameyang's goals, we'd be fucked.
Exactly, and that's why I said he's a goal scorer. We know what we're going to get with him. And the stuff that's going on in social media, man. These media and papers, they're just playing Arsenal fans like a bunch of fools, and we just fall for it so often. And I don't really. A lot of people say Aubameyang should come out and say his brother thoughts is not his, but at some point the players got to get fed up, man. If I'm a player and I'm counting on you guys to be my fans, and if it says a negative, you take it and run with it. Like, eventually I'm going to get fed up and be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not explaining nothing to nobody. Like, Aubameyang didn't do nothing wrong. The same thing happened when he went on international duty, and that stuff came out with truths that everybody said that the club tell Aubameyang that he can't talk to troops. And he straight up came out on social media and said, I talk to who the hell I want to talk to. It was a lie. Like, that was a lie. Everybody was believing it. Everybody was bashing him. For getting up with AFTV and nothing like that even went down. The club not it, but everybody got a report. Somebody put out a tweet or put something in the paper, and Arsenal fans took it, abusing our best players. So at some point, where us fans draw the line and be like, okay, you know what? The media trying to turn us on our own players. Why would they pick? They pick Aubameyang because he's an easy target, because he comes the reputation. He's a room when he was at Dortmund. We haven't seen none of that since he has been here. He's been nothing but a team player. For 2 seasons, he's been playing on the wing. He don't want to play there, but he's a team player. When are we going to give him the benefit of the doubt and read something like, fuck it? He didn't say that, and I believe him. I believe that his brother tweets something because he's an idiot. I believe that Aubameyang has nothing to do with it. Mind you, what his brother said, a lot of us say. He didn't say nothing bad. He didn't say nothing bad about Ljungberg or Arteta. He just said Arteta is the same as Ljungberg. They have no experience. It's facts. That's exactly what he said. He didn't say anything bad about neither of them. But he should know not to say something like that because he's an idiot. But at what point are we going to trust our captain of our club to know that he's been now they're saying that he want to leave because he don't want Arteta as manager? I don't believe none of this stuff, man. I don't know about you guys, but nobody believe. They said the same thing about Ozil. They said Ozil wanted to leave yesterday, and today he's the first one that's welcoming Arteta to the club. Like it doesn't make sense. So when us as fans, we ask for loyalty from these players, our best players. We want loyalty from Aubameyang. He's the best striker we've had at this club since Van Persie left. Right? Yep. Van Persie, Adebayor, he's the best one that we had since Van Persie left. I'm not going to go as far back as Henry, but since Van Persie left, he's the best striker we had at this club. And when us fans,
I would argue he's actually the best striker since Henry, because if you look at the records he's broken, right? Like
already 50 games, yep.
Aubameyang is breaking records that Van Persie never touched, man. For me, Aubameyang's the best striker we've had since Henry. I'm not going to say he's in the same league as him, but I mean, he's the closest thing we've had to Henry since then.
Agree.
I mean, I don't know what people want, because again, Moby, like you were saying, right? It goes back to this whole mentality of the fan base. I genuinely don't know what the fans want because, it all goes back to this sort of I guess, celebrity social media culture kind of world that we're living in right now with the Arsenal fan base. I guess I don't know what the hell's going on. The thing about it is, people usually they'll take something and put it way out of context instead of thinking, what, maybe there's an outlying reason for this, right?
Exactly.
Which is why I've sort of, seceded myself from, Arsenal Twitter and Arsenal YouTube and all the rest of it, because to be honest with you, half of it's full of fucking garbage anyway, right? And listen, there's one specific guy I know, right? I'm gonna say his name. I don't give a fuck. I'm sure you guys have heard of Lee Gunner, right? He actually put a tweet, right, saying that he's not going to back Arteta, right? That's the kind of fan we're dealing with, right? Now, I don't care how long you've supported Arsenal, okay? I don't care. The fact is, if you are not going to back Arteta, right? And I'm sure that tweet was put out before today's press conference. Fine, but why are you putting something like that in the first place? Why are you even saying that? Come on, there's no need for it. There's absolutely no need for it. The guy wasn't even in the
controversy sells. That's all they're trying to do. They're trying to be
exactly. The guy wasn't even in the fucking chair yet, man. For real. Jesus.
Yes. It's us fans, man. We have to have some kind of responsibility as fans too, because we can't just be turning on these players for every click that. I see people saying Lacazette is a bum now, or come on, if these players, if Aubameyang wants to turn around in the summer that just passed and say that he want to leave Arsenal, all of us would have been so mad. All of us would have been so upset with him and call him all kind of names because he's our best player and he's leaving, because we expect loyalty from these players. But as soon as the Sun or the idiots on Twitter report something or put something in the paper, us fans believe it without even thinking twice about it. We expect loyalty from the players. The players should be getting that same loyalty from us fans also, why are we turning on our best players? He's the reason why we're not in the relegation zone right now.
Exactly.
Why are we turning on him?
We're looking at
you have people. You have people turning on Torreira, saying of course he hasn't had the best of season, but he was playing in the number 10 position the whole season.
Who the fuck has had a good season though, Mobay, apart from Aubameyang? Who's had a good season?
We turning on all these players just because of what John Cross and whoever the other idiots on. I went to it, no lie. I woke up, I think it was yesterday. I put out a tweet about it. Day before yesterday, I woke up in the morning and I told myself, I said, you know what? I was going to give Twitter a break. I said, you know what? I'm not going to leave freaking Twitter because of these people. I'm just going to start blocking everybody. 17 people I blocked on Twitter, and my timeline, as I don't, some of them I don't even follow. I blocked the people that's retweeting, the ones that I was following, that's retweeting the stuff that I don't want to see. I blocked them and the people that, all of them, Lee Gunner, John Cross, all of 17 people. And I woke up this morning and went on my Twitter, and it was so peaceful. It was so peaceful, and you still have people. I don't have a problem with people questioning Arteta experience, people that not with the appointment, objective to it. That's not a problem. The people that I'm done with is the one that's saying Arteta out before this guy even get a chance. And most of the people that are doing it are the ones that was all up Emery's ass, backing him even when we was going down in the trash bin. You know, it's a circle. Arsene Wenger fans didn't want Emery to succeed. It's a fact. Everybody that wanted Wenger in wanted Emery to fail. It's just a fact. Everybody that wanted Emery in right now want to see Arteta fail, so they can say, "Yeah, I told you so." See, I don't support no manager. It don't even matter. If I can say Wenger out, I can tell anybody they can kick rocks. It don't even matter. Wenger is a legend at this club, and it was time for him to go. I'm not loyal to no manager. I'm loyal to Arsenal Football Club. You come in here, you do a job. It's a result. It's a result business. I'm not going to sit here and watch my club get relegated. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, under Unai Emery, right? We would have gotten relegated. I wholly believe that. Like I really do. And it's not because of him, right? It's because these players have the mentality to drop arse. That's the reality of the situation. I just don't see how some people aren't willing to give Arteta an opportunity. You know what I mean? And the thing about it is, right, this was all happening when he wasn't even in the chair yet.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in the chair yet, and they were already cussing him.
And that's the thing about Lee Gunnar, pisses me off because he's blatantly clear he does these things to get people to go onto his YouTube channel, subscribe, to get more money. So it's clearly...
Man, that's why I blocked him. That's why I blocked him. Him and his fucking bitch of a so-called brother. Like, honest to God, right? I don't care if he's watching this. I really don't.
He'll watch this at some point. He'll put my comments.
Because I swear to God, this same guy, honestly, Chegg, I used to respect you, bro. I did. Believe me, there was a time where I was thinking, you know what? He's a sound guy. But nah. You've just proven you're like everybody else. Like, and this isn't the first time I've had words with you. And it's not the first time that you've had words with other people who are like me, who have a differing opinion to you, but then you shit all over it. No. And listen, I'm fully behind Arteta, right? Honestly, if you watch that press conference, right, and you didn't get goosebumps and that you're not excited by us, bro,
man,
seriously, bro, like you have no business.
I'm glad I got to saw that live. I was home and I was like, I have to watch this live because for some reason I wasn't around to see Wenger first press conference. Like I followed Henry to Arsenal pretty much. That's when I started supporting Arsenal when Henry came in. So Wenger was already here. I never got to see his press conference, and it's just I just had this feeling that Arteta, he's going to try and do it the right way, and if we just give him time, he's going to try and do it the right way. He's just going to need time to do it. And the board now, the one thing I like about what he's saying, he put it all out there. He didn't hold back. He didn't try to cover nothing up. He said Stan and Josh told him that this club needs to be back in the Champions League, need to be winning trophy. He made sure he said it. He said that they told him that. So that's the reason why he's here. So if they turn around now and don't back that up with the players that he needs and the tools that he needs to succeed, there's only one person that we can blame. We cannot blame the manager anymore. It's all on the board now. You put this guy in there, the young manager. Let's go out there and support him. And that's the reason why I didn't want him to come in right now. Like I always knew he was going to come to Arsenal because he's an Arsenal guy. He was only here for 4 years, but you could tell that he's an Arsenal man. Like he's a fan of the club, just like me and you. Yeah. Just like he said, he grew up in Barcelona and he fell in love with Arsenal because we're the closest thing to Barcelona when, far as playing wise with Wenger. And you can tell he was going to come here someday. I didn't want him to come here without doing a manager work first. I wanted to see him go to Everton first and then probably leave Everton and come to Arsenal. But, He didn't have that time. He got the opportunity, and he's going to take it. Now at the board, we just have to back him, man. I just hope Stan just now. It's not even Josh no more because for some reason I don't know. Maybe he's got a hoodoo on me or something, but for some reason I believe Josh when he talks. I don't know if he's a conman or I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. For some reason, I believe this idiot. Like for some reason, I think he's stupid, but for some reason, I believe him. I don't know why.
Do you know, I have a theory why you may believe him. Like, I mean, listen, Stan doesn't say a damn word. Like he's said what?
Silence then.
He's said what? He's had one interview in how many years?
That's for a newspaper.
Yeah,
like, come on. At least with Josh, right? I get the sense that he wants to take us in a direction that, will bring us success, and not just like minor success. The kind of success, right, that we want, right?
Yep.
Because when you look at, because I sort of compare what Josh has with us to what Josh does with the Denver Nuggets. And Mobay, you might be more like in tune with it than I am, but like from before Josh kind of took the reins at the Denver Nuggets, that they weren't really there in terms of like the playoffs consistently every year, were they?
Nah. They've been just like us. They were good at one point, but they start getting rid of their best players, and they've been mediocrity for years until they finally start spending some money, and now they got a core of players, and they're playing well. See, that's the thing. Why I believe Josh is because I always see people reposting that thing where he's saying we should be excited. He said this last summer. Now, if you look back at the players that we signed last summer, we should have been excited. Yeah, they spent money. They spent money last summer. I mean, they really did. They gave
people Pepe.
Yeah.
And like
they
would happen. Nobody.
They actually gave him. They didn't get the defender that we needed. They said they was trying to get Upper McConnell, which we didn't need, but they got Louise in. And when we got Louise in, I was like, all right, it's not, the best of the defenders, but at least they brought a body in. They brought somebody in to help out, but they spent a lot of money last year. We got Tierney in. We spent a bunch of money on Pepe. I mean, we have to give these guys a little bit of time. We have to give them credit. They did what they were supposed to do. The manager failed to use the tool that they gave him. So now I'm just hoping that they will go in this summer, between January this summer, go get Arteta a defender. We need a central defender badly. We need a left back now because apparently we don't have none for the next 2 months. So we can't. We just can't win. We can't win. It's always something at this club. We got two left backs, and we was juggling them. And
you might as well
who's going to start? You should start. Let's start Tierney. Let's start Kolasinac. Some people say let's start Tierney. Where's Tierney? And next thing you know, Tierney went down for 3 months. Kolasinac played 20 minutes and then got injured for 2 months. We can't beat it. Bellerin. We don't know. We know where he's coming back. So it's just right now. We're just shambled. We just need to get two defenders in. Just get us a fullback in, get us a central defender in, and let's just try and limp until summer because it's not because we are Arteta. It's gonna be a long season. May is a long way away.
Man,
so we're gonna suffer until then. So we just gotta take the good with the bad for the rest of the season. I got my expectation is so low. If we avoid relegation, I'm good to go. I'm not setting my expectation no higher than that. That's it.
No.
Just don't get us relegated. That's it.
My expectation as far as the rest of the season goes, because it's a write-off, lads. Let's be honest with it. Like,
I don't.
All I want is the identity back. That's all I want. Anything else is a bonus. Like, as long as we don't get relegated, I'm good with it.
And stick to it.
Like for real, like I don't mind losing games as long as I can see progression, right? And truthfully, that's part of the reason why Unai Emery was sacked in the first place, because we couldn't see any progression. Like there was
he
no
was, he
time.
was he was going back. He was going back. He was going backwards. That's the thing that I don't get with people. Like Emery just switched on us. He did a 360 last year. We were playing a brand of football where he was looking like we was playing football for the first part of last season. You know, you could tell the players was trying to get used to what he was trying to do, and he was trying to play off from the back. He was sticking to it. We looked like idiots at time, but he stick to it. The players were getting it. Bellerin was bombing down the flank. We had Kolasinac was looking like a player again. Ramsey was playing good. You know, Ozil was playing good. Torreira was bossing in the midfield. And then towards the end of the season, he just changed the whole thing. Like, he just went from playing on the front foot to sitting back and playing like Stoke. And you'd be like, okay, maybe he's just trying to get over the first season. Hopefully even to the end of last season. I never said Emery on at one time. But then he started the season the same way he ended last season. And you got more offensive play. You got one of the best wingers in the league, and you just never play to his strength. Not whatsoever. If you want to play defensive, that's fine. Let's play a counter-attacking game. We couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
Arsenal, we couldn't even score goals.
What was a red flag for me, right, was when he played a diamond formation against Liverpool. Like, I let it go to begin with, but as I'm looking back on it now, right, that was quite clearly a mistake, because you've essentially given Liverpool the freedom of the park with their fullback. So it's like, okay, why are you doing that? And then, I mean, the performance, it's not so much the performances, it's more so the fact that we couldn't hold for love nor money. Like,
nope.
We were 2-0 up against Palace and we balled it still. Like, are you serious?
At home.
And not only we can't hold on to lead, what did it for me? I'm gonna tell you exactly where I lost it at. We're winning games, and this guy took Torreira off and put on Saka and put him in a central midfield position. Like, and then he keeps switching out. He keeps taking off a left back and bring on another freaking left back.
Oh my God!
You know, like you're trying to hold on to a lead. I forgot who was playing. We're playing Wolves at home. We're playing Wolves, winning 1-0. They're peppering us the whole game. And the one change that you had to make, you had one change you make. Let's make a change to try and secure this league. We're hanging on for dear life. What do? You take off our only defensive midfielder on the team and bring on an 18-year-old winger. And just like that, 1 minute later, we conceded against Wolves. After that,
Not even that, right? The game against Vitória, right? The second game, right? Where, what is it? Like, he brings, well, first of all, the lineup was atrocious. And secondly, like, I was looking at Torreira more like keenly, right? And I'm thinking, he just looks confused.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not what you want. You don't want to see a confused look on the player's face. That's never good. It's never going to end well at that point. It's done out here, right? I will say though, in spite of all of that, he did leave in a classy way. He wasn't like saying, "Oh, I never got the opportunity. I never got, what I wanted," and that. He kept it classy, and he thanked the club for, giving him the opportunity. Fair play.
He's a nice guy, man. He's a very nice guy. It's just, it didn't work out for him. No abuse to him. He just had to go, and fans have the voice their concern, and I'm glad the board listened and move on. But I don't even want to talk about it. Thank you, Emery, for everything. Yeah. He's gone now. Now it's on to the new man, and it's on to the game. And it's on to the game. It's on to the game on Saturday. It's on to the game on Saturday, and Freddie is going to be in charge for his last game. So hopefully he can come out of there with a W, with a win, and we move on from there, man. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season now. That's for sure.
Yeah. Thing is, though, Mobay, I've got no faith in these players actually giving Freddie like the proper like respect and giving their all for him. I've just got no faith in them at all. Like,
That's the ball is in their court now. Nobody's gonna blame no manager no more.
Nope.
So the ball is in these players' court now. Nobody's gonna blame. No fan is gonna turn on, especially except for the idiots that's already talking about Arteta out. But no fan like me and you, none of us are gonna turn on the manager no more. You know, so these players have a responsibility to go out there and perform and get paid. And I have no favoritism for no player. Like, you know, you used to call me a Ozil fanboy.
Man, that was out the window. That was a joke. That was a joke.
But you know, no. I was an Ozil fanboy. All my jerseys that I've done spent all this money on got his freaking name on it.
Mate, I don't doubt that, but I said that as a joke. Like,
you could not find a bigger Mesut Ozil fan than me. And if you hear me say this, you know I'm for real. Like, it's done out here, bro. I'm done with them. All these players, they can all go. I do not care. It's the ball.
Nah, man, they're all fucked.
It's their time now to shine, not the managers.
Nope.
So the players need to step it up and get us out of this trouble that they put us in. The fans didn't do it. The players did it. So they need to get us out of it now. So here we go.
The thing is, though, right? I've been saying this about these players for a long time, right? And when I said, I think it was after the cup final in Baku, right? When I said that was on the players, right, and not the manager, right, I got laughed at, right? Well, guess what? I'm looking like Nostradamus now because I've been saying this for at least a few months, if that, right? These players, the majority of them, right, don't have the mentality to be at Arsenal Football Club. Simple as that. Simple as that. Like Michael's saying in the chat, they're all frauds.
Yep.
All of them.
I never heard you. I don't. What's your? Yeah. What's your guys' thoughts on for the game for tomorrow, Fletcher? Ryan, what's your thought on the game for tomorrow and the rest of December? We're gonna do it game at a time. What we got? We got Everton, then Bournemouth, and then Chelsea. So for the next 3 games, what you trying to see for them? What's the points we're trying to recuperate for those games? Bournemouth away, Everton away, Chelsea at home.
I'm hoping 6 out of 9 with the wins against Everton and Bournemouth. Now, if we play Chelsea, at home. We play Chelsea at home. They better win that game. I don't care if we only get 3. If we only beat one of these teams, they better beat Chelsea. Chelsea are bad right now. Chelsea just as bad as us. The only problem is they have more points than us. The only thing about it, Mobay, right, is at least with Chelsea, they have like an identity under Lampard. That's the only thing I would say.
So they're playing good ball.
And even though it's not going great for them right now, like every manager has a dip. So honestly, I just think what's happening with them is merely Lampard's first step and nothing more. And honestly, I swear to God, people, listen, Arteta's going to have a dip at some point. So get used to it. Get used to it. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Believe me. Right?
Yeah.
Do not think for a second, right? As soon as the first dip happens, because it'll happen, and you need to brace yourself for it now. Okay? Do not, and I repeat, do not blame Arteta for that. Do not. Because truthfully, he can only work with the players that he has. Right? He may buy some players in January, hopefully some exit, but I'm not stupid enough to think that there's going to be a max exodus in January because there isn't. There isn't. That's not living in the real world. So again, we need to get fully behind Arteta, right? I don't care if he wasn't your first choice or not. He wasn't mine. He wasn't mine. My first choice was Pochettino all day long, okay? I know he wasn't Mobay's either because Mobay's was Allegri, okay? and I'm damn sure no, it wasn't Ryan's. But the difference is all three of us, right, are prepared to sit back, allow Arteta to do his thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give him a chance and see what happens. Because the three of us have already written the season off.
Yeah.
All of us, we've already written it off. This season has been, I mean, I want to say a disaster, but that would be sugarcoating it. I mean, this season, in truth, has been, to put it bluntly, a dumpster fire full of garbage. And I'm not trying to be funny. Like, that's genuinely how it's ended up. And unfortunately,
what are you trying? What are you trying to get from the couple of games or the couple of upcoming games, Ryan?
If we can get a point out, if we can get a point tomorrow, that'd be great. Considering the form Everton have now turned on to, especially under Duncan, and obviously the upbeat positivity they're going to have with Ancelotti possibly coming in.
That's going to blow up in their face, man. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now.
The way they are at the moment, they're the Champions League winner. But I'm saying that positive vibe and all that. If we can get a point, come out of there with a point, great. And then Bournemouth, Chelsea, both 3 points each. I don't want anything less, especially against Chelsea. Arteta's first home game.
Yeah.
If the players do not turn up that he picks on that day, do not turn up for him, he better drop him.
Yeah. I think he will. I think he's only, I mean, I'm assuming he just met the players today, so.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Jesus, Muffin. God. No, Michael, come on. We're not that bad, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not putting Ashley and Lana out in this pitch, so fuck off. Jesus, man. No. But the thing is, I think Arteta's gonna walk the walk. I really do. Like he's only had he will have only like met the players today, so he's just trying to, I guess, ingratiate himself, and he's saying the right things. So
hey, one thing we know for sure, he got a first hand of seeing the clowns that he about to have to deal with. He was sitting on the bench watching them walk around like kids. I'm sure he was watching that game. No, I'm sure this has been talked about before that. He he was coming here. I'm sure he wasn't just watching the City performance. He was watching these players walking around the field. You have Kevin De Bruyne just talking about how they just know that the front two players are going to press, and then after that is pretty much nothing. And that's exactly what we do. We're not even a pressing team. The front three press, and then Guendouzi start playing as a striker, and then Torreira is left alone, isolated, and then you have David Luiz and Socrates running backwards. We just look like a bunch of kids playing, man. So the first thing you got to do is just try to get some kind of organization in this team. But like I said, man, he got his head on his body. You watch that press conference, and I like the way he is talking. He's not too arrogant, but there's something about him that lets you know that this is his team. You're going to do it his way. He's let you know he's the boss, and he's going to find out from these players, what do you want? I like the way he said that. He want to find out from them what they like, what they don't like about what's going on, and then he's going to tell them what he wants, and they're going to work together to get on it. I'm sure he's watched them. Me and you could have sit with the players and tell them where the hell they mess up at.
Man, I'm telling you now, Mobay, if I sat with them players, right, and I told them what the fuck they were doing wrong, I swear to God, they were cowering the corner, because I would not let them hear the end of it. Like, the only one that would be safe, right, even a little bit, is Aubameyang, because he's at least doing his job. Like,
he's scoring goals.
Like,
he's scoring goals. You got these clowns around here running around talking about, he doesn't work for the team. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. Well, guess what? If you score freaking 30 goals a year, you can stand in the goal for all I give a fuck. I don't care.
Exactly. Like,
You scored that much goals. You
the thing is, the type of
yeah, you can stand. You can stand on the penalty. You can stand on the penalty spot for all I care.
exactly like the type of striker that Aubameyang is, right? If we had a half decent team, right, and I'm not even calling this team half decent because they're not, right? If we had a team that was willing to put the work ethic in that Aubameyang is,
You still there?
right?
Yeah.
Then I truly believe that this team would be where, well, I'm not saying would be, but possibly would be where Liverpool and City are. Because the thing is, right, a 30-goal season striker, that gets you challenging for the title 9 times out of 10.
Yep.
The only time where it doesn't is when the defense are being utter dickheads. And that's what this team is. So there you go.
Oh yeah, and Michael says in the chat about there's reports saying that Arteta's had a meeting with Fred and they're discussing the pros and cons of this squad, so we say.
Yep.
And that's
I'm sure Arteta and Freddie have had a conversation. I'm pretty sure they have. Like
that's nothing we touched on as well. In the press conference, he mentioned how what they asked him what we learned under Pep. We learned he came back and said not to be nice, to make the right, be stern, stand your ground, and always be fit and aware and constantly on the go.
Yep.
So he's going to pick up. You work with someone like Pep, and obviously played under Arsenal for how many years?
Yep.
You're going to pick up a few things. And he's his own man as well. So, but
the training session, even took some training sessions before he left Arsenal as well. So
yeah, and also what I liked as well, how he said my style is I'm going to do my best to bring back the attacking football that our fans are used to.
Oh yes,
that was like. If he can do that, if he can pull that off, if not, obviously not expecting it straight away, gradually build it in and it kicks on next season. Lots of people going to piss
music,
off.
Music to our ears. Music.
The thing is, right, with
music.
With managers, you need to kind of like give them that little bit of leeway. Like I've compared it to how Liverpool were under Klopp when he first arrived, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that that was a Klopp style of play when he started? No. But you look at them now, you're thinking Klopp's like got them believing in his philosophy. And that's what my hope for Arteta is. Seriously, for all we know, Arteta could be like the second coming of Pep Guardiola. For all we know, I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying he will, but for all we know, that could happen. Okay, we just have to put our faith in him. And to be honest with you, Arteta, I had mixed feelings on him as a player, but on one hand, I can kind of see, how hard that would have been. I mean, come on, you were replacing Cesc Fabregas at that point. Like, come on, anyone's going to look like second fiddle to Fabregas at that point. So, whether he does well or not, that really is up for discussion. But hopefully, I've got hope that he'll do well. The only thing is, for us to play fluid attacking football, he's going to have to get rid of the majority of the squad. Yeah, because half of them are all good enough, if not all of them.
Yeah. And that's going to take a 2 or 3 window job. That is, plus getting the players that he wants.
Yeah. It's going to take a little bit of time, man. But let's just all hold our head together and try and lift up the idiots that's going to say Arteta out. I'm just going to keep blocking people and keep my peace because it's better for my life. You know, I don't have time to watch these idiots. And I'm not gonna. I refuse to do. I don't even retweet. I don't even comment on nothing negative anymore, man. I see it, I don't like it, I block it. I don't even know you. It don't even matter. So it's on onwards and upwards, man. I'm going back home, getting ready to go home this weekend. Well, next week, going to Jamaica. And my dad and my brother, they are big Chelsea fans. You can't find Chelsea fans. So I'm gonna, yeah, I'm just in time for me to freaking go home and watch that damn game with them. So,
man.
hopefully, I cannot take. I'm gonna be there for like 2 weeks. I cannot take a freaking L. I'll never get it.
I've got to fucking go to my fucking family's house, right?
Yes,
In fact, no. One of them is an Everton fan, right? And that's my granddad. And the other two, right? Well, not my brother because he's in LA now, but my dad is a Man United fan. And that's our next game after Chelsea, by the way. So imagine how that's going to feel if we lose that. No.
Yeah.
Not having that, bro. Not having that.
Can't have it. Big game tomorrow, man. Like I said, I'm very excited about it. I'm glad that Ryan got us together to come on here. But
Damn right, man.
I'm glad you got us to come on here and do the show, man. I appreciate it as always. You already know that if I have time. Yeah, you already know. When you say you was getting me and Colin on here, you know what I'm saying? Me and Colin always have a good time, man.
The people wanted it, so what
you know. Yeah, why not? So we definitely we'll get up again, do another show. But you know, like I said, man, if you guys ain't following this channel, make sure you subscribe, man. To Ryan, big dog out here. I don't do the YouTube thing no more. Just like Colin, I gave it up. I'm done with it. I can't deal with it. I don't have the time and I don't have the patience. So shout out to guys like you, man. You and our guys over there at what they name it over there at Cannon Footer and
man,
all them boys. I leave this up to you guys now. I follow, like I say, I follow, I retweet, I support you whatever way I can. Come on the show when I have time. But as far as Arsenal go, my heart can't take this YouTube thing no more. I can't do it. So credit to you guys for doing it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do the Arsenal YouTube shit either because honestly, it's full of cancerous, full of shit pieces of trash. Apart from, like, obviously Alex, Raz, and all of that, Mobay, and yourself, Ryan, and everything, and a few individuals, but the majority of them are fucking trash. Like, actually, now that before I forget, right? Tom, Craig, Lee, Harry, and Graham as well. Oh, Dan as well. Same old Arsenal boys. Good to talk. All them lads. They're sound. They won't steer you in the wrong direction.
No.
All right. They're honestly, do yourselves a favor, right? If you have, I'm sure most of you guys have listened to it, but if you haven't, listen to Chronicles of a Gunner, right? Harry's a sound guy, and honestly, look, we don't agree all the time, but he won't ever cuss you out for your opinion, unlike a certain person I know.
So 2 people, actually.
Yeah, actually, yes, 2 people. Fuck's sake. You had to do it, right, didn't you?
They're just going to fucking dig me out. They're going to dig us out anyway in the comments if they see this, like they did last.
Oh, sure. But no, like
everyone else, as you said, everyone else is.
Listen, we really need to get like back to being a community again. Like, because when I was growing up, Arsenal was a community. Like, we were a family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just now it doesn't feel like that, and we need to get back to being that, especially with disappointment, right? Honestly, if people aren't on board with Arteta, here's a little bit of advice for you fuckers. Yeah, get on board. This is happening, right? And the sooner you get on board with it and accept the fact that it's going to get worse before it gets better, the calmer and more better off you'll be. All right? So be like Mobay and me. Just be chill, man. Enjoy the ride.
Just be chill.
Just be chill, man.
Before I wrap things up, what are your score predictions for tomorrow?
I'm going 2-1 Arsenal.
Why not? Never know. Stranger things have happened.
I'm going 3-1 Arsenal.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yes, Mobay. Yes, Mobay.
I'll go with Colin 2-1. I can't see us keeping a clean sheet. I see a 2-1 Arsenal.
No, we're not going to keep a clean sheet. But you
That's what I'm
know
saying.
what, right? Actually, no. I'm changing mine. I'm going 4-1. Fuck it. Aubameyang hat trick, Lacazette. There you go.
There we go. Positive. Good for the soul. Positive vibes only.
Damn right, bro. Damn right.
All right, bro.
We need positive vibes.
Appreciate
We
y'all
need
as
positive.
always, man. Appreciate y'all boys as always.
And with that, we're going to
All
wrap
right.
things up. Thanks, guys, for coming on. And obviously,
man.
Michael in the chat as well, and Fury popping in just now. Appreciate all that. And obviously, we're back tomorrow for the review round about 8:30 tomorrow night at some point. If you haven't already, follow these guys on their social medias. Where can they find you guys?
That's too much 91 for me. And well, yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else. I really don't.
You literally gave it all up.
You can find.
That's weird, man. It's weird
follow-
on the YouTube anymore.
You can follow me on Twitter. The name says it all. Mobay Gooner. I'm always there. That's all the place I'm at. Don't look for me nowhere else. No Instagram, nothing else. Mobay Gooner. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and then obviously until tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your week and enjoy the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Embrace the new era. The new era's beginning. It could be young, vibrant. It could be everything we wanted. Just a couple of months, a year and a half later than we wanted, but still, it's coming. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But until then,
I hope these players are like really, gonna fucking have a go at it, because Arteta's gonna be in the stands, lads.
oh yeah,
He's gonna be watching, and if he doesn't like what he sees, oh boy,
well, also
that's gonna be peak, man.
I hope they've all been sat down today to join that live press conference in a room somewhere in the colony and been shown that live every second of it. Because then they'll know he ain't messing about.
Nah.
Especially when he follows through.
All right, boy.
Follow through with it. But anyway, guys, as I was saying, appreciate you all coming on. Until tomorrow, enjoy the match tomorrow. Enjoy it and enjoy your weekend. And as always, up the Arsenal.
All right, boys.